Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? Hello traders. How was your morning? Awful morning. Awful price action. It was it was a test for my patience and I'm sure for yours too. Hello Anne. How are you? Hey Alex. I took both. I took both and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Hey Patrick. Hello Tito. BRB. What's the BRB? Break, retest, and boom. Break, retest, and boom. Something like that. Hey, Tocayo, how you doing? Thank you for your email, Tocayo. Thank you for your email. Feedback, very appreciated. Hello, Austin. Hey, look, what's up? Guys, if you ever think that look just go crazy or something, maybe it was my fault because I have been bombing him and his inbox with all of my messages, with my screenshots, all of my ideas, my reasoning behind a candle or a reaction or something. I think he's gonna be tired of me really soon. So please, we need some emotional support for Luke before he gets tired of Neto. Now that Luke, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being my accountability partner and my morning trader kind of partner. Not tired yet. Yet that's the key word, right? Yet. Hey Ramesh, the meta king, it's on the house. Thank you Ramesh for coming. Alex, BRB, be right back. Okay. I thought it was like break, retest, and boom. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Hello, Don. Hello, Randall, Jason, Diane. All right. Hello, Sherry. Meta trending today. Yeah, but I know someone squeezed meta before trending, so you will see. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Basingas construction tips. Um, Thank you for coming. So let me get started. Today I'm gonna get started with QQQ instead of SPY. Why? Because I took this trade. Uh, and I'm not gonna say like it failed like that. It failed, but look at this. I got when I when I say like, oh, I was break even, I mean this. I opened my position right here, nine. Let me tell you, 9:49. Yeah, 9:49 in the morning. 9:49 in the morning. I got this really nice break and retest of this 60163. This is a key level on the 15-minute chart. I really like this break and retest reaction right at this key level. So I took this position and I was like, oh, we are going at least to 600. This is gonna be a piece of cake. Well, it took like forever to actually turn into a green trade. So right here on this drop, I took like, I don't know, like maybe a quarter of my position, and then all these bouncing here, all these ranging here, just consumed the Greeks. So I just got killed by the Greeks right here. So I closed my trade on this candle, and let me tell you something. At this candle, right at my entry point, it was like 15% negative or 12% negative. Well, after after like how much, like 9:50 to yeah, like 40 minutes, right? So Greeks were doing their job. Greeks were doing their job, and I just got killed right here. For being honest, I was mentally exhausted right here because also I was looking to SPY, and SPY was behaving so nice to the downside, and I was like, why I didn't wait for SPY? But can you see here that this is a very nice, really nice break and retest of this low of the day, and then this 601.63 key level on the 15-minute chart. I'm sorry. Do you agree this was a really good setup? Dion, you took the same setup but full out on 630, like, okay, like later in the day, right? Oh my. So you spent like 2 hours there? Oh my. Yeah. Looks good. Yeah. Well, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But just as I said, I mean, after ranging right here and exiting right at my entry point, it was like 12 or 15% negative. So I closed this trade. Look at this, $60 negative. So that's kind of break even for me. I mean, I think even like $200, it's like break even for me. It's just like a very small portion of my position. So um let's see. Randall, you took 950, 950 right here. This candle here, then the next candle, and stop out on 952 right here. Why? Where did you place, where did you place your stop loss? It should be at the top of this candle here, and you should be waiting for the candle to close above. Yeah, you just got fake by a few candle wicks. Bad luck. All right, you okay? Well, you had, yeah, you had an idea of what was going on. All right, the end. You went out 10 in the morning. All right, on this one, that was the best. That was the best one. All right, guys. So after that, I really don't see any other like good opportunity here. As you can see, it was just ranging. Maybe I don't know, like this break retest right here, pre-market low. But after looking at this range, I wouldn't take this one here. It's just it's it's just not there, right? So well, let's go to SPY, guys. SPY was my revenge. It was not revenge trading. It was just my revenge from this QQQ trade. So SPY SPY and QQQ was were having a divergence this morning. So yeah, so SPY took like way longer for the actual break of this range, right? This range of the 5 minute opening range, it was kind of a nightmare for some time here. So once you broke here, and let me explain why I wouldn't take this one here. Two things. First, because I was on the QQQ trade, right? But second, because we already had this fake out here, right? We already had this fake out here. So I wasn't watching like the best of the reactions right here. I know this is like a good reaction, and then you have like 3 4 candles actually moving into your direction. But again, after all these fake outs, well, 3 fake outs, I will wait. Again, my first reason is because I was on the SPY trade. But my second understanding here is like, okay, well, yes, it broke below the 5 minute opening range, but it's already here, right? I mean, it's already on this lower side of the range. So this is something that I didn't like too much. So, but the other thing that I like is this one here. So here you have this retest, but then you have like a very hard rejection here. And I will do two different things. Your entry here can be, let me explain here. So you can do this like, okay, well, if it goes below the 66650, do you remember that we have been talking about whole numbers and half numbers here? So let's say that you have this one here. Remember, the key level that we have been retesting is this one here. It's today's opening price. So that's why my stop loss wouldn't be here. But let's say that you say like, okay, well, I'm gonna just do this here, and I'm gonna aim to low of the day. So look at this is a baby trade, right? This is a baby trade. I don't like this risk. Again, I will try to open my risk or something like here, because I will be trying to aim to something like here, right? It's kind of the same thing. As you can see here, it's a 1 to 2.2 risk reward ratio trade, and this one here, it's a 1 to 2.5. The one thing here is that you actually didn't have like a good time to react. Anyways, if you take partials on the next candle, it was like a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. The next entry here is, this is a stronger reaction, right? I mean, you have a candle wick here, and then this, oh, sorry. Okay, so you have a candle wick here, and then you have this candle here, 1056. This candle here, it's actually rejecting, and it's closing below the 5-minute opening range and also below the body of this retesting candle. So this is a good signal. I will take my trade right here. 666, let's say 50 again. I know this looks like a lot of risk, but remember, you are looking for the drops. And if you actually went on this drop here, look at this. If you were following the market structure, you didn't close your trade until way lower, right? Well, and this is me with some awareness about my execution, because I had a very hard trade, the first one on SPY. I was kind of exhausted here. So I took this first trade. I didn't take this second. So I had this retracement here, and I was following like this drop again. And then I went out like something like here on this candle. It was, yeah, I think it was like 11, 12 or somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. I actually think it was this candle. Do you remember, Luke? I think it was this candle here, right? Like 11, 12. Because the premium was being burned like crazy. I mean, right here on this candle here, even when it was like way lower than my entry point, it was like break even or 10% or something like that. So I just decided like, okay, well, I got like 30% move. I went green on the day. I mean, it's a small green. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I closed my position here. But as you can see here, market structure is intact. I shouldn't close my position here. It was just like I was protecting my mental capital, right? I was protecting my mental capital. I didn't take breakfast this morning, so I was kind of mentally exhausted, hungry, and for being honest, after all this movement here, I was just looking at my P&L. So what I did, well, I was aware of what I was doing wrong, and I just decided to close my position. Lucky me, it was on the green side. Lucky me, it was on the green side. But the most important here is the awareness, guys. Awareness. I was aware I was doing wrong. I was aware I was looking at my P&L. I was mentally exhausted. So what I did, I just decided to stop. And this is really important on days like this, because I went lucky and I closed my day with a small green day, but it could easily went red, or even worse, like start revenge trading or over trading, trying to find out the tops and bottoms of this range. So for the ones on the Traders Lab, this is gonna resonate a lot, right? This is gonna resonate a lot because we talked about this just yesterday, about being overconfident, about revenge trading, about all these bad habits that you start developing when you can't stop. So today I'm kind of proud of my execution, because even when I didn't have like the best of my trade management, I was I was able to be aware of what I was doing wrong, and I stopped and I stepped away from my trading desks. And that was a huge win for me. Even when I had like a small green day, just awareness and stepping away of my desk, that's a huge win for me, and I actually celebrated that with a chocolate milk. So all right, so let me go back to the chat. Don, you had a similar on Nvidia. Let's take a look. Luke, SPY 1132, something like here, right? Yeah, this looks good. This is the break and retest of this previous low of the day. Okay. Gabby, Alex and I thought you had taken that entry. Yeah. I wanted to enter that flip zone on SPY, but I felt it was very tricky. Yes, it was super tricky. Tito, 1028 previous day close right here. Oh, well, I said that I wouldn't trust this one here because the because this one already fake the move. All right, because this one right here, 1003 or 1004 or something like that, this already fake this move, Tito. So I don't know, like I wanted to be lower than this. So maybe this 1032, it's a good entry. Maybe it is. It was just, I was just afraid of being fake out like this. But what I just said here is that the main reason I didn't enter this trade is because I still was on the QQQ. But yeah, I mean, this could be a good entry. This could be a good entry because again, this is another break and retest of this 5-minute opening range, previous day close. Well, this is not the previous day close. This is opening price. This is the opening price. Previous day close is this one here, 666.84 or something like that. Don, you already sent the homework. I'll take a look. I go to the Traders Lab chat and all my coaching duties on the Traders Lab on the afternoon. Thank you for sending this. I'll take a look. Hi Neto, what is the small account challenge that is going to happen? I don't know. I don't know, Jorge. Where did you read that? Where did you read about the small account challenge? Well, I mean, I don't know, but I can take a look. If you let me know where did you read that, I can take a look. What I was telling you yesterday, what I oh right, that okay, that's the weekend event. Yeah, that's kind of a like a seminar. Yeah, that's kind of a seminar that Jack and Tony are gonna have on the weekend. It's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be a different approach of how they trade the same setups, the same strategy every day, but now with a different approach for a small account. So it's yeah, it's a different thing. Just as Royale is saying, it's a different thing. But let's take that discussion to the Discord. I think you will have more resources there. Okay, so this is what I was watching on SPY. Later on the day, we finally broke this demoniac number 666 pre-market low, and we had that this very nice break and retest of pre-market low. Can you see here? So what I will do here, well, then take this drop. We had a really important number right here, right? This previous week high. It's kind of this is kind of the break and retest of the previous all-time highs, right? Previous all-time highs. So right now, even when we are dipping below this number here, I wouldn't say that, oh well, we just found the top of the chart, this is gonna reverse. No, guys, I mean, remember, if you go to the higher time frame, this is just like a break and retest, right? This is just a break and retest on the higher time frame. So don't be too bearish right here. Don't be too bearish right here. Just be careful, because if we already hit this 664, let's go to the higher time frame. All right. Can you see here? I mean, this is not even a pullback. This is not even a pullback. This is the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour chart. This is not even a pullback, guys. I mean, we are just, this is the break and retest of this Friday highs. This is Friday highs. So yeah, don't worry about this. This is not a bearish market or something like that. But well, just as you can see, you can take good opportunities going on the intraday or intra-week key levels. So that's something that I just like to talk about. Like, do you remember we always talk like about the intraday key levels? Well, maybe, and I'm just saying maybe, if you are just like me, a momentum trader using the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart, you can use the intra-week key levels, right? If you go back, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5, 8, maybe 10 days back on your charts, you can find relevant key levels, and you can start using your intraday key levels or your internal liquidity key levels as your entry points, aiming to the external liquidity, just like this previous week high or Friday's high, right? So remember, when you are trading the break and retest, the easiest way to do this is taking your entries on the internal liquidity and aiming to the external liquidity. So that's something to consider. Okay. Jason, how many cons did you buy in one trade? Well, I don't care about how many cons. I usually take like $5,000 or $7,000 worth for my trades. So if I don't know, if the contracts are 70 cents, I just take 100 contracts. If contracts are $2, well, I just take 35 contracts. I mean, I don't care about how many contracts. I care about the dollar amount of my trades. All right. Tito, how late will you take a trade? What are your rules? Well, if I'm taking tech names, 1040, that's the latest for my entries. I can stay longer, but I stop looking for entries after 1040. If I'm trading SPY, QQQ, probably none will be my line in the sand. All right. Let's go to AMD. AMD, guys, we had this break and retest of the pre-market high. Again, because it was, I want to show you this. AMD, it's inside of this range here. This is, can you see? This is a higher time frame, support, resistance, flip zone, battleground. So AMD, if we break this 162.04 and hold, AMD is actually going places here. Yeah, this has been a supply zone for AMD for the past days or maybe weeks, but also it was a demand zone the previous week, right? Or 2 weeks ago. So this has been a support resistance flip zone for some time now. I mean, we started July 17th, so uh, it's August, September, 2 months that we started using this area here, 162, 160, as a relevant area for transactions. And look at this. I mean, if indices can recover and AMD follow, this is a really nice play for the next days. This is a really nice play for the next days. Can you see here? So again, this area here was very concurred. So I wouldn't trust this area here because as you can see, this has been a rejection area for some days or for some weeks. But anyways, I mean, once you break the pre-market high and you have like this nice reaction here, and look at this. This is something that I want to show you again. So after two strong candles rejecting the 5-minute opening range and the previous week high, this 162.30, look at this strong reaction, right? So I will wait for a few candles actually confirming that this is reacting pre-market high. So can you see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles retesting right here, and this 6th candle is actually moving to the upside, looking for some continuation. So right here, if you open your position right here, you have your stop loss or invalidation level at the bottom of these retesting candles, and you were aiming to this 5-minute opening range. It's not high of the day, but it's the next local high or pivot high. So if you were aiming here, it was a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio trade, and it was a very nice and decent trade. Later on the day, I mean, if you stay here, I don't know if you will like manage to be. It started at 11 in the morning, right here. Like if you manage to stay 90 minutes on this trade, and you obviously probably you started managing your trade here, like trimming some of your position here. But look at this. I mean, this actually went really nice to 163.40. So but you needed to stay here, right? And I know this is mentally exhausting to stay 90 minutes on this $1 range. It's actually 50 cents range. So well, I don't know if you stay here, but that will be nice. That will be nice. All right, let me go to the chat here. Good AMD scalp, yes. Jason took 1040 candle, something like here, and you were stop out on this one, right? High of the day, yeah, 1040 right here, and then you got this reversal here, just stop out. You panic, right? You panic there. Why wouldn't I mean the ideal target will be this one, right? But I mean the first target, at least the first obvious target will be this local high or this pivot high, right? Just because if you find resistance here, it can actually reverse, right? It can actually reverse. So this is your first target, Jason. This is your first target. Once you break this, well, yes, now you can aim for high of the day, or even, you know, like the external liquidity, right? Like here it was previous day high, or maybe 163. I mean, you can start looking for the next one, but your first target needs to be this first resistance. This first resistance, and look at this. It's 1, 2, 3. It was not until the 4th attempt of breaking this resistance that you actually that you actually broke. But that's why, I mean, well, again, if you want to stay here like for hours, that's fine. I mean, but it's just ranging right here, right? It's just ranging right here. I'm sorry. So again, this should be like your first target, not your final target, but just your first target. So you start trimming right here. Oh, you only have one con. Mm, all right. You don't trust AMD anymore. You should be looking at the higher time frame. I mean, right now it's just a hook between these two areas here. But just as we said, I mean, right now, if we break this 162 and hold above this 162, I mean, it looks good for starting going to this new range, right? But right now it's rejecting. So what we can expect here, if it starts rejecting, well, again, it's just going to be like here, right? This is the range. So you wait until it breaks, retest here, or it breaks, retest here. So this is what you should be waiting right now. I mean, you should not try to do something in the middle of this range. You should be waiting for the break and hold of, or break and retest of 162, or the break and retest of this 157. But everything inside of this range, look at this. This is what it has been happening the past 2 months. All right. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon had a huge drop this morning, but no real entry model here, right? No real entry model here, and later in the day it's just chilling right here. So nothing. Anyone tried something on Amazon today? I don't think so, but I would like to read if someone tried here. One candle rule. Where? Like this one here, 1020. This, I don't know, Don. Hola, Hagaki. Further back. Can can you write after the 1 minute? Where, Don? The first up close order block. And nah, we need. No, there's no one candle rule here. Yeah, no. I mean, if you are saying like something like this, this is not. All right, let's go to the next one. Nvidia. What happened with Nvidia? This was a super clean break and retest of the 5-minute opening range. Give it a second. It's gonna show you. Oh, what happened? Give it a second. All right, right here. It was a very clean break and retest, 5-minute opening range and drop. Where I will be aiming here, look at this, 175, 179.50. Can you see how well it reacts to the half numbers? And this is going nowhere. I mean, so this one here, I mean, if you took this break and retest 5-minute opening range low and you were aiming to this 179.50 or this area here, this was a 1 to 2.2 risk reward ratio trade, and after that I wouldn't take anything else. Do you I was reading someone took Nvidia today. Where did you enter here, Don? Maybe like here, something like this. What time? I was watching someone on the Discord that actually took something like this, right? Like, oh well, I took this break and retest of this previous order block, and again, guys, I mean, I think we have a misunderstanding of what order block is. But anyways, if you took this, you didn't take any displacement, right? There's no displacement here. Is it a good trade? It is because it worked. It is because it worked, but there's no there's no break displacement retest right here, right? Um, this is the right entry. This is the or this is the well, this it's not the right entry. This is the right entry according to our system, because now we have the break of this key level, intraday key level, 180.70, displacement, physical separation from the key level, retest, and good reaction right at the key level. All right, and then the continuation of the move. Gabi, you set the position very late, 9:37, 9:37, right here. Okay, so this is more like the breakout, Gabi. I mean, you were, if you enter on this 9:37, this was like the breakout. And what you were looking, 179.50, something like this. Oh, you closed it with an error. All right, yeah, that's execution mistakes. All right, team Palantir. Let's go to Palantir. Give me 1 second. All right. So what Gabi is saying is here it's like an immediate retest. Yes, that's an immediate retest, but that's why. And she said that it was an important key level on her 15-minute chart. And yes, I can agree on that. I can agree on that. On this area here, I actually have this 180, 90, almost 181 key level on the 15-minute chart. But according to our system, we need some sort of displacement. If you ask me, Gabi, you know I like puts, so sometimes I skip the displacement thing when taking puts. But if you want to be like textbook to our system, this needed like some more displacement here. All right, so let's continue here. This is a Tesla trade using our support turn into resistance flip zone. Look, oh my god, yeah, SPY 663, QQQ 598. Wow. Don't tell me, look, it's like I'm kind of disappointed because I closed my trade. Yeah. So right now SPY it's like at the retesting last Friday, like it was like the high of the morning, and it was kind of this consolidation area of Friday and also QQQ. So let's see what happens there, because if it fails right there, there's a lot of room for SPY to 660 and QQQ to 595. And we should close this trade review and go to our brokers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not looking. My broker is already off. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. And this is not financial advice. Don't go anywhere. Don't try anything crazy. All right. So Tesla, guys. Tesla here, support, bounce, support, another bounce, support, another bounce, support, another bounce, and then the break of this area here, right here, come back, retest. I like this. So I will enter into this position here, this candle here. I like it. 10-15. And what would you be aiming here? Well, first I will be aiming round numbers. 433. This is can you see here, guys? I had an alert on QQQ. 597.33. 73, I'm sorry. That's an alert from yesterday, so don't worry. Oh my. It's going crazy. Well, so I was telling you, so we had this break and retest of this support turn into resistance area. So can you see here how this setup that we have been talking about for a few days is actually working really nice on different names, even if it's not a head and shoulders, right? Because someone was asking me like, oh, well, but what if I don't see the head and shoulders? And I was like, dude, forget about the name of the pattern and understand price action here. If you can see clearly how this area is being used as a support, resistance, flip zone, battleground, or whatever you want to call it, can you see here? This is resistance, break, turn to support, turn into support, break, turn into resistance, and then the drop. This is something that I really like. So again, I will be aiming for the round numbers, 433. That will be my first target. Or let's say low of the day. Well, look at this. Low of the day is actually a 1-2 risk reward ratio trade. But 433, it's a 1-2 risk reward ratio trade. If we break this one as easy as we did, I will be looking for the next external liquidity key levels. So this previous week high, 432.22. That will be my final target, and also it's a 1-4 risk reward ratio trade. That's kind of crazy. All right. I think we have Jerome Powell, but not for today. I think today is Tuesday. Oh yeah. Jerome Powell started speaking 12:30. Well, that was like an hour ago. Well, that 1 hour ago we started the dump. Anyways, well, so that was a good break and retest. Not sure if I will take this second retest of this 5-minute opening range, unless you like something like this, right? Like, okay, well, let's say you had this break and retest, pre-market low, 5-minute opening range low, and you actually enter into your position right here below previous day close, and you should be aiming, let's say, low of the day. Low of the day, it was a 1-3 risk reward ratio trade, and it actually worked well. And look at this, I don't know what's going on with Tesla. 425, 424. But anyways, I mean, we were not looking at afternoon trades. This trade in the morning, these two different opportunities here will be really nice. So that will be everything that I took for Tesla. Jerome Powell just said stock prices are fairly highly valued. Come on, and he's a genius, right? He's the genius. All right. Come on. I mean, everyone knows that market is kind of overpriced right now. Just Well, just remember, this is something coming from observation, and this is the kind of things that you should be looking at while looking for reaction with news. So right now, just as Kevin said, Tesla dumped like $10 on news. All right. So remember, volatility, it's a two ways highway. All right. It's a two ways highway. So if it overreacts to the downside, watch out, because it could overreact to the upside, right? So remember, when people is overreacting, they are overreacting in both ways, not only on one way. So just watch out, try to get better at risk management, just as this, and don't try to guess. I mean, this is the market. You are a trader. This is not a casino, and you are not a gambler. So don't try to chase the news. All right, follow your technical analysis. But remember, news are way more important and stronger than technical analysis. So you should be aware of when the news are coming out, or if we have a speaker, or if Trump is, like going to a box tournament with Elon Musk or whatever. You need to be aware of all that. And the one way we do it, that at least on the Scarface community, it's every Sunday Money posts all the economic calendar and the earnings report on the admin's channel. So this is something that you should be looking at every day to stay on top of time. All right. That was Tesla, guys. Microsoft. I don't want to talk about Microsoft. Palantir. I know some of you were taking Palantir. I want to see what you tried here. Okay, guys, if you were on Palantir, please can you retype your comments on. Well, wait a minute, Ramesh. Come on, Meta is the last one. Meta is the last one. We will go over your Meta trade. I really like it. I really like it. Palantir calls, still holding your position. Why you are still holding your position on Palantir? Team, I was watching Break and Retest, previous day high. All right, Break and Retest, previous day high. Come on, guys. 3 points. Look at this team. I'm just pointing the obvious. Look at these candles here. This is an amazing opening drive, but just as fast as it went up, that same fast went down. Yes, it's retesting the previous day high, but I don't know. I mean, there's something that I don't like here. I mean, I wouldn't be chasing this. I don't know, like on this big candle right here, but there's no like good indication of this just going higher. But what did you do? What did you do here? He skipped Meta yesterday. Okay. You were just watching, right? You didn't take that. Of an inside bar on the daily chart. Let me take a look. Palantir. Give me 1 second. Palantir. Daily chart. All right. Okay. Well, I see what you were trying to do here, but look at this. I mean, you are still inside of this other candle. That's something that I don't like. So, well, yeah. So you were watching that. Did you take IWM? Yeah, I'll take a look in a minute. So, anyone else took something on Palantir, guys? You didn't take that. Don, you took it off pre-market high. Pre-market high. Up to high of the day, like right here, like this candle here, 945, 944. up to high of the day. Well, that was a scalp. That was a very quick. That was a very quick trade. That was a nice one. I don't know. Again, I just think that this is a huge pump, and then it's a very aggressive rejection. Come back. Yes, it retested previous day high, and yes, that's my favorite setup. But I just think it's just going too high and then too low in a few candles. Dude, you went. I got in 948. 948. Well, my friend, you were just chasing. Look at this. 948 is this candle here. You were just chasing. I mean, if you tried something like here, just as I said, I'm not like very interested because of all this pump and drop. But right here, 948. I mean, what were you looking at? Deuce and Jeff, 948. What you guys were looking at here? You were trying to anticipate like this break of 185. I think this is. Yeah, you are trying to anticipate the revisit of all-time highs, right? Break of one, yeah, but again, it's a break, no retest. This is just a breakout, right? This is just a breakout. I need help. Yeah, it just again, well, that's good to know. You were just trying a different strategy. You were more like in a breakout trade out of this 184.42. That's a previous high. I can understand that. It's just like out of our strategy, right? Well, the only actually, can you look at this? This is the only thing that I was watching here. This is the break and retest of the opening price, and after watching these rejections here, I kind of like it. Like like pushing price inside of previous day range, but this didn't work. This didn't work. Yeah, it's a 1 to 1.5. Yeah, it didn't work. You should be stop out like here, something like this, right? After 1 hour. After 1 hour here. So yeah, I don't like this, but this is the only one that I will be looking at. Why? Let me tell you why. Because also here, it was like QQQ was going lower right here. So this is a trade that I will take after this drop here, right? Like, okay, well, something is rejecting right here, 185. Okay, so if it wants to go lower, looking for more liquidity, I can take the right, being pushed by this QQQ price action right here, this retest and rejection of pre-market low, but it didn't work. It didn't work. All right. What's the next one? Apple. Apple was just chilling after yesterday's huge move. Nothing too interesting on Apple. Google, well, this is a break and retest of the pre-market low and also previous day close. It took many of today's setups, they took like forever to actually work. Yeah, so many of them, they took like a long time to actually work. That happens. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you what I sent to Royale this morning. Oh, where is it? Where is it? I sent him. Oh, it was too large. For some reason, I can paste it here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if this works. Nah, it's not working. Well, but I was telling him Is this the 15-minute chart? Yes. I was telling Royal, hey dude, is give me 1 second. Yeah. Something like this is now a prophecy. It's now a prophecy, Ramesh. It's working right now. It's working right now. So let's see if that works. But that was my idea this morning. With Meta. It actually started working. You can paste the snip in a Word doc. Nah, that's fine. That was the idea, right? That was the idea. Do you think that the market was slow because of Powell's speech? Yeah, well, I mean, people is always reacting to what he has to say. And you entry 1021 here. Break and retest of that 5-minute opening range low. Reclaim of the previous day low. Okay. Target 765.60. Something like here. Okay. Good. 766.38. 38. Okay. And last target pre-market low. Something like here. Oh well, that was a really nice one. That was a really nice one. Yeah, just as you explained, you were having this move here. This is your change of character. This is the break and retest of relevant key levels on the intraday. So this is a nice entry here. And after you have this change of character or inverse head and shoulder, right? This was a nice play. It's kind of out of our playbook, but this is a very nice reclaim of previous day low and going again into previous day range, right? That was a very nice trade. What's going on here? Well, look at this. This is actually kind of holding after SPY and QQQ drop. This is kind of holding at least today's range, right? At least today's range. Well, guys, that's all that I have. Someone asked for IWM. Okay, I don't have any key levels on IWM. I know it's kind of at all-time highs, so I wouldn't know really well what to look for here. I don't know, like the most obvious things here is this break and retest of previous high of the day. But after this structure here, I mean, I don't know if this is like a nice play, right? Let me start taking a look to IWM. I think there's a few people that have asked for that in the past, so I'll take a look for sure. So, guys, thank you for joining today. I have to run because I have a Zoom call. Please, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell other people, tell your friends, tell other traders, and remember I added my website here, tradingperformancecoach.com. If you are interested on taking your performance and execution to the next level, that could be a way to do it. If you are not interested and you are only interested on resources and everything, just go to the website. I have some free resources for you there. You're not gonna regret. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.